Jurors heard some riveting audio today in the murder trial of Neil Zumberg. He's the new Brighton homeowner accused of shooting his neighbor to death in a long simmering dispute over feeding deer. Zumberg is accused of killing Todd Stevens in May of last year and blames Stevens and girlfriend Jennifer Clevin for spreading Lyme disease by feeding deer in their front yard. Today, prosecutors played a gripping recording of Zumberg's 30-minute phone call to a 911 dispatcher. As Bill Hudson explains, he was on the phone just minutes after the shooting, saying he wanted to turn himself in.
As police and paramedics tended to Todd Stevens, lying without a pulse at the front steps to his home, his accused killer was across the street, on the phone to police. Today at Neil Zumberg's murder trial, jurors listened to the audio recordings of that 911 call. When the dispatcher asks, "Did you do the shooting?" Zumberg replies, "I'm not going to say anything." She keeps Zumberg on the line for another 30 minutes, eventually giving the call to a commander who convinces Zumberg to come outside and surrender. When asked about the gun, Zumberg says it's a shotgun, adding, "It's in the basement." He assures the dispatcher, "I'm not going to shoot police. They can go help the guy." Then adds, "But I'm not surrendering to New Brighton officers. They're a bunch of kooks." Zumberg mistrusted local police for their handling of the ongoing dispute with his neighbor Todd Stevens, adding, "People don't listen to me around here." Zumberg's wife Paula was in a heated argument with Stevens' girlfriend, Jennifer Clevin, just moments before the shooting. He told the dispatcher he was alone in the house with his dog and added, "My wife had nothing to do with this. I told her to get in the car and go. She's not an accomplice."
Now, we can tell you that Paula Zumberg was in fact put on trial in connection with this case. She was acquitted a year ago this month, and the state will probably call its last witness in this case sometime tomorrow. Then the defense will have its turn, and they tell us, Liz, they could call Neil Zumberg to the stand as early as Monday.
And you, Bill, said that Zumberg did say something about Todd Stevens that supports this whole claim we've heard about that he feared his neighbor had a gun, right?
Yeah, in this 30-minute phone call, we hear him talking about Todd Stevens and his fear of Stevens and his number of guns that he was known to have. He also said that Stevens threatened to kill the Zumberg family on more than one occasion. So, yes, he did refer to that, and it would go along with the theory that the defense is presenting, in fact, that they thought that maybe Todd Stevens was armed that night with something on his belt. They asked a lot of first responders, did they see anything? Nobody saw anything other than perhaps maybe a cell phone holder.
All right, Bill. Thank you.